For the next DIY, I wanted to see if we could make a beach house out of one of these house signs from the Dollar Tree. Just a regular house. I did consider removing the chimney on it, but then I thought back, you know what? When we lived over on the island, we did actually have a fireplace with the chimney, so I'm going to leave it on. And I am going to paint it. I mixed Caribbean blue with white together to give me this soft beachy blue. I love that the white is distressed with wood, and I do want some of that to come through. So I don't do a very thick coat of the acrylic paint, but I do want to make sure everything is covered with the blue paint. And then I went over it with a paper towel to kind of wipe some of it off. So maybe you could see some of that distressing come through and you can still see that wood grain. I also want to have two signs hanging below it. I'm going to use these little wood planks from the Dollar Tree to make that and some Dollar Tree burlap. I thought I could cover these signs with the burlap roll from the Dollar Tree. You could use any kind of burlap or even the faux burlap bags are great for crafting. This is almost the same width as these plank signs. It's actually a little bit wider, which works. So I'm just going to cut out two pieces of these, the same length as the planks. And I thought I could have little dangling signs hanging underneath the beach house that say beach house. So that is my plan for that one. And I love using burlap with coastal DIYs. I think it turns out really cute. To attach that, and while my paint's drying on my beach house, I'm just gonna go ahead and Mod Podge the wood planks. This is probably, out of all the wood sizes they have at the Dollar Tree that come in those packages, this is probably the one I use the most. It's just a great size for crafting. And I put a nice thick coat of Mod Podge down because I really want to be able to grab that burlap and make sure it's strong enough to hold that on there, because we're going to be adding some letters to that as well. These are the letters I'm using. I've been having trouble finding these wood letters at the Dollar Trees. Mine only have numbers. What about yours? What have you found at your store? So I've been out of vowels for a while, so I'm going to make this work. I'm going to turn my F's into E's, and I'm going to turn my Q into an O, and we're going to make this work. Because I like the wood letters so much more than the metal letters, and they're a whole different size. So what I do is I cut the part off the L there to make the F and E. So we're gonna make that work. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put these on some painter's tape. It's just gonna make them easier to paint. For the O, I had to cut the little parts off the Q here. I'm just gonna use a razor blade so I don't mess this up too much. It's a little bit thinner than some of the other letters, but I think it'll work. And then of course I have to make another E here too. I must use a lot of vowels on these because I'm totally out of vowels. Once I get those on the painter's tape and I have everything cut out to size, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint everything with some white acrylic paint. I thought that would really pop against the burlap. And I'm just using a makeup sponge to paint. I find that works really good with the small, thinner signs from the Dollar Tree and letters and stuff like this. I used to be able to buy the little makeup sponges like this from the Dollar Tree, but I've been having trouble finding those as well. So I've been having to get those on Amazon, but they are super cheap. So we have all of our letters. I did go over them with a couple coats of white to really make them pop, and they're gonna fit on here. It's a little tight, especially with beach. I tried to center it by doing the center letter in the center, but I did find that, the letters are all different shapes. I did kind of go off the side here a little bit, but not too bad. I think that that will work. And it's already glued down, so we're gonna have to go with it. I decided to lay out all my letters for house first though, so it wouldn't happen down here. And again, I'm just gonna glue everything on with hot glue, and then we're gonna start decorating our beach house. In my last coastal DIY video, I did a beach house, like a 3D version of a beach house, but this is going to be like a wall hanging of a beach house. I thought that'd be fun. For the window, I'm going to use one of these little chalkboard. They're on the little clothespins from the Dollar Tree. I thought that that'd be a nice size rectangle for a window. I do want to distress it, make it look beachy, so I do go over it with some white, distressing it, and just wiping off any excess with a baby wipe to go with the distressed feel. I did want a little bit different color and fabric for the roof, so I'm using that burlap roll to cut out the roof. My original plan was just to use the seams, but as you can see, the seam on this side is like not sewn well at all. So I'm just actually just going to cut out little strips of burlap here that I think are going to be wide enough to cover the roof. And it's just going to give you like a little fun touch of burlap, but it's also going to provide the needed color change you need here for the roof. I'm gonna leave the chimney blue. We are gonna add a fun coastal touch to it as well, but I wanted to decorate it just like a simple little beach house with all kinds of like fun ideas. I did find some other items at Temu, some beach shapes since there's no shore living this year, and I will show those to you as well. And I am just going to reattach my hanger now. I can just go straight through that burlap. That's the original hanger that came with the house sign. And I don't really want my window to be black. I want it to be blue, like glass, but I do want it to be a little bit darker than the house. So I left it black like that and then went over it with the same like Caribbean blue color that we used for the house itself, and hoping that that'll make a little bit darker shade of blue. For the beach door, I'm just going to make it out of popsicle sticks. I didn't really have anything that was the right size, so you know what? We're going to piece together 4 popsicle sticks. These are kind of the medium size ones, I guess. And I'm just cutting them with my scissors, straight line here at the top. And I can put them together over here on this side to do a door on our beach house. All I have to do is glue them down. I'm going to go ahead and glue them first before I cut them, just so I make sure that I cut them all the same um length and there's like none that are kind of jagged. So I glued them on first and then went in with some heavy duty scissors there and just trimmed those down to size. Another coat of blue here on my window. It was a little darker than I wanted, and I can add the little window over here on the side. It's not a really big house. You could do 2 stories and have the window at the top if you wanted. I thought about doing that. And then I'm also going to make some window shutters with the popsicle sticks as well. I'm just going to cut them down to size into little shutters. They're the perfect width, the same popsicle sticks that we used for the door. Then I wanted there to be like a shell on the top of the house. These are from Temu. These little cutouts are really cute. They're very similar to the ones that they've had at the Dollar Tree and also the ones that they've had in the Crafter Square. So you could really use whatever you have. You could even use a real shell on there. I do want to paint the door white as well. So I go in there with my makeup sponge and white paint and do a couple of coats of white on that too. And also painting the shutters for the windows white. I wanted to stick with like that beachy blue and white and burlap color scheme for that, which works so great for coastal. I have a lot of that in my home decor. And if you're wondering, I do have every room in my house, except for my son's room, is done in coastal. But his bathroom is. And I just draw a window on with my white paint pen, really easy, and then hot glue a shutter on each side. The shutters are a little plain, but I am going to add some details to that as well. Just touching up my window frame, making it a little bit wider here. And I'm just going to use a blue Sharpie. I have like a light blue Sharpie from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to draw on some panels there for our shutters, and then go back over that, distressing that with a little bit of white just to make that look coastal farmhouse distressed. I'm going to add the shell here to the top with a little bit of hot glue. And I thought there needed to be a little bit of definition, maybe a door frame around the door. So I just kind of sketched that onto the popsicle sticks with that same blue Sharpie, distressing that as well. Very cute. I think the door is the right scale. It does need a doorknob, so I'm going to use a little wood bead from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to fill in the hole with some spackle and glue this on right where your doorknob would be. It does kind of dent in a little bit where I filled it in with spackle, but I kind of like that. It almost makes it look like a lock on the doorknob. And then I painted that white acrylic as well to kind of blend in with our little beach door. It's looking really cute. I didn't want the window to look like glass, so I added a little white paint at diagonal angle. For the chimney, I wanted to use some of this netting material. I got this mesh ribbon at Amazon. I have this linked in my Amazon shop down below. And I'm going to use that for the chimney. I think that's going to be a fun little touch just to make it look a little bit different, but add a coastal element to it as well. I think it makes great fishnet. You can also use the mesh ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I wanted something coastal to decorate my door, something to size. These are the little crafter square shapes of an anchor. They are tie-dye, and I want mine to look a little bit more coastal farmhouse. So I just flipped it over and actually distressed the anchor with white paint here on the back to kind of make it look like distressed wood. And it's a perfect scale, I think, to decorate my little beach door. I'm just going to glue that on here. Half the fun in your beach house is decorating it. I thought it needed more coastal touches, and I found these cutouts in a smaller size from Timu as well. I wanted white ones, so I'm going to do fish and starfish across to really add the coastal beach feel to this, but really stay with those neutral colors, the white and the blues. And I just attached those in a row across the top of our beach house. And now I think we can start putting this together. I'm going to flip everything over and I'm just going to use twine and hot glue to attach the little signs that are going to dangle down below. I love a dangly sign like this. I think it's really fun. My wood on both projects, I don't think is thick enough for my staple gun, which is why I'm using hot glue, but it seems strong enough. I just cut out 2 pieces of twine and glued my signs together, and then I'm going to glue that, trying to make sure that I hang that level when I attach that to the back of my house sign. And there it is, our little beach house sign. I think it turned out really cute. What do you guys think about this one? Another fun beach DIY using supplies from the Dollar Tree. And I got a few items there from Timu as well.